Hi again, Olga here. This time I'm going to make a shaker card featuring some new products from Paper Discovery's new timeless release. This card is going to be slightly larger than the standard size, so I have pre-made a card base that is 7.5 by 5.5 inches out of milk color cardstock. I'm also going to need a golden panel that is 7.25 by 5.25 inches, and finally the last panel is going to be exactly 5 by 7. All the panels create 1/8 of an inch border when layered. To start with, I'm going to attach the golden panel on top of the card base with the double-sided tape. It's the regular tape with no foam or any dimension added. This intricate cogwheel panel is from Timeless Panels die set from the new release. I'm placing it over the 5 by 7 card front, and I'm making sure the borders on the 3 sides are the same width. Then I can tape it down and send it through the die cutting machine. I'm using Gemini Junior machine, and I have added 1 extra metal shim to the normal sandwich. It increased the pressure, and you can see that it has die cut that super intricate pattern with all the details just at one go. Since I'm going for a shaker card this time, I'm going to attach a piece of acetate at the wrong side of the cogwheel window. The next step is pretty standard for nearly every shaker card. I'm going to apply the foam tape all around the window at the wrong side. Next, I'm going to add the sequins, and I'm placing them onto the card front at about the place where the window should go. So I'm using the golden confettis, white snowflakes, as well as clear diamonds. I don't want to add a lot of contrast with the sequins, just a bit of sparkle. That is why I'm going with the same white and gold color scheme that I have chosen for the card. Then I'm covering up the sequins with the window panel, and I will also get that 1/8 of an inch golden border all around the card. For the focal image, I'm going to use the new Time on Your Hands stamp and die set. The stamp has the clock face and a lot of sentiments plus a bunch of smaller details. This largest die is about 10 inches high, really gorgeous, and it works great with the clock face. You can create a tabletop clock with it. It also has that window that you can add if you want to, and you can also add some cogs inside that window. There are 5 of them, and they are really intricate and pretty. There are also clock arms included, plus the ring and the chain. This die set works in different ways. Besides the table side clock, you can also create a pocket watch if you add the ring and the chain and use the matching circle dies. For this project, I'm going to use the pocket watch accessories. Now I'm going to stamp the clock face onto the milk cardstock that I'm using for this card. The sentiment inside the clock face is the part of the stamp, so I'm going to mask it off with some washi tape. Then I'm applying my sticky ink, removing the mask, and stamp out the image. You can of course cut out the sentiment from the inside and add it whenever you want to, but I have decided to keep the stamp untouched. So I have applied some golden embossing powder onto the image, and then I'm going to set it with a heat gun. I'm applying the heat at both sides of the cardstock, and this way I can minimize the warping. I'm going to use the larger die from the set to cut out the clock face. But later on I decided that I want to make that circle a bit smaller, so I'm just using my scissors to trim off the thin border all around that circle. This border should be enough to attach the frame later on. So I've used both circle dies to die cut this frame out of golden cardstock, and then I'm going to place it into the matching embossing folder. That is also the part of the new release. This 6x6 folder can create a great background for the card, but it also works with the clocks. You can emboss the frame or you can emboss the back of the pocket watch. And if you like to make round boxes, this folder will be great for embossing the lid of the box. I have applied some liquid glue around the clock face, and then I'm going to stick down the embossed frame. Next, I'm planning to add some more finer details to this clock face. So I have die cut a couple of clock arms out of gold mirror cardstock, and I'm sticking them down. Since I'm going for a New Year card, I will be setting up the time to 12 o'clock. Or it's better to say nearly 12 o'clock. I just want to be able to see both the arms and don't want to overlap them too much. Then I am attaching the chain ring at the top of the pocket watch. I have also die cut the chain out of satin gold cardstock. It's very beautiful image. It really adds a lot of movement to your project. I'm placing both the chain and the clock onto the card front. Then I think I'm going to clip the chain apart so that I can make it a bit longer. I have attached the chain with the liquid glue, and now I'm adding the pocket watch with the foam squares. As a last finishing touch, I'm also going to add some small half pearls onto the clock face. Pearls are always a good idea for a white and gold card. This is what the finished shaker card looks like. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to check out the new collection at Craft Stash, and I hope to see you again really soon. Have a beautiful day!